Oh, there we go. Hopefully everything works. Oh my goodness. There we are. We're live. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. We're here, 29-year veteran of the Woods. That would be the Woods that Bear's a veteran of. Yes, indeed. Great to have everyone here. We got a great show. Got a great show for you people. Actually, we're going to be doing something a little bit different here today for you good people. All right, let's see. Bear was trying to get this to work right before the live stream. Let's see if it works. Please work, please work, please work. Oh, there we go. We got a head-to-head for you great people out there. We've got Monster Hunt. Got that just in the other day. And Inglorious Rex, which we got in quite a while back. We're finally getting around to reviewing and checking out. So we're going to do that here in just a little bit here. I want to get a couple more people in here, but we'll do that here just in a minute. We kind of do this fun thing where we put two books head-to-head against each other and find out who comes out on top. Find out who comes out. So we'll figure that out. Monster Hunt. I was gonna say Mike Miller. I think he just kind of produced it really. Matthew Weldon, and of course Inglorious Rex. That would be Shane Davis out there. Yes, indeed. Grant hears voices. Do you? Hold on. Test. Law. It must just be in your head, Grant. Must be in your head out there. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go ahead. We've got a little bit of time here. Let's go ahead and get right on into it because we've actually got some campaign updates out there, including from our good friend. Oh, for crying out loud! Not Nick Rambo. Stinking Nick Rambo. Can't even finance that film, anyways. You are not able to find. You were not able to find. Oh God, what was the name of it? First Kill on Indiegogo. But you can find Mick Rambo for some reasons. There we go. There we are. No, we actually have from your boy Zach out there a little update here from Iron Sights. Bear doesn't know too much about Iron Sights. Never got the first two books there, so I'm not too sure about that. But Impossible Stars, some good stuff out there. One of the pleasant surprises. Was that last year? Year before last out there. So Impossible Stars are coming out with numero 2. Numero 2 out there. It is just my voice. You know, some people are confused about a bear talking, but there you are. There you are. Thank you, Grant. Pardon me. Impossible Sights. Impossible Stars 2. Iron Sights number 3. Iron Sights 3 is 50% lettered. And let me find it here 1 second, people. Too many screens for beer. 50% lettered. Impossible Stars 2 has news. Yes, Nate. Hi, everyone. Hiya, boy. 50% of the scripting and lettering for Iron Sights 3 has been accomplished. Gosh, I'm trying to remember who did the artwork on Iron Sights out there. So I can't quite remember out there. But they got some great Impossible Stars 2. In fact, the coloring has begun on Impossible Stars 2, but the coloring looks great. Much like the first book out there. So Bear will have to leave it maybe after the fact or something like that. His review of Impossible Stars 1 out there, so people can check that out. But there we go, some good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, he says thanks. Thanks, Richard out there. Yes, indeed. Grant asks, hey, Bear, want to talk while we wait for more? Well, that's what Bear's doing, for crying out loud. The one thing he knows how to get salmon, and he knows how to talk sometimes. Not all the time, though. Gosh forbid. Oh, man, some of these days, it's like, Bear, what are you doing? And you're like, I don't know. Moving along here, we've got the great Graham. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring something up here. Hold on 1 second, people. I forgot to bring this up. Let me do the thing with the thing. What the hell? Oh, for crying out loud, what's going on here? Gosh dang it, what happened to OBS? There is OBS. Okay, what happened here? Pardon me, Grant. 1 second here. Let's see what is going on. Bear, as he has as he has technical difficulties out here. Let's see, let's see if this will work. Do the thing with the thing, come on. Beer's trying to do it through the iPad out here, because we're outside, so, trying to, why is that not working? Yes, no, come on, do the thing with the thing. Okay, it's working. Why is it not? You know, you spend some time working on certain things out there and trying to get it to work. And then, of course, you go live and you're like, and then it goes to crap. So, let's see. Extended. There we go. There we go. Do the thing with the thing. Does it work? It works! You want to have stuff go completely wrong right as you're getting into the show out here. Okay, let's maximize that, see if it works. Hopefully it does the thing with the thing. Okay, we've got that up. We've got that up. Okay, there we go. As Bear was saying, I got some, I was looking up for the title for Beer here. It actually came up. I did not know this. Let me see if I can bring this up here. 1 second here. Talk amongst your shelves out there, people, because kind of went with the Great Nolan out here. Let me see if I can bring this up. Okay, do the thing. Okay, we're gonna do an image. Come on, man. Get it together here, Beer. Get it together. It's not like you got a bunch of people waiting and watching for you. Okay, do the thing with the thing. The thing. It'll be worth it, people. I promise you. I promise you. I was trying to find a nice image here for the title, and accidentally came across. Let me see if I can bring this up. Oh, there we go. Very interesting from Grant Nolan out here. Some Batman fighting. Let's see, what would this be? Frankenstein's monster. It looks like a what was that? A mummy, and what else was he fighting? He's fighting somebody else here. Oh, Wolfman out there. So just happened to come across this. Happened to come across it. Chuck Dixon out there. Graham Nolan, all sorts of stuff. So that came across the transom here for Bear. So there we go. Some interesting connections out here. Yes, indeed. Great to see Amy here. Great to see Amy. Yes, indeed. What did you miss? You missed a whole lot of Bear having technical problems out here. We're trying to do, let me go back here. We're going to be doing here in just a moment a head-to-head. This is why we're calling it Monster Mash. We're doing a head-to-head. We haven't done it in quite a while. We got the Monster Hunt here. And then we're going to put it up against Inglorious Rex and see what chaos ensues here. Yes, indeed. But first, let's get back to this. Anyways, I just thought that was pretty funny. I was trying to find a thumbnail out there, and it's like, oh, holy cow. They had Batman fighting the Universal monsters. Interesting. Had no idea. Let's see, Detective Comics number... oh gosh, it's too small for Beer here. I want to say like 160, 162, or 164, or something like that. I don't recall seeing it on here. Oh, excuse me, 671. 671 out there. So if you got that in a long box somewhere, there you go. I just thought that was kind of interesting with like Grant Nolan out here, because we're going to talk about the ghost of Matecumbe. There we go, the ghost of Matecumbe. He says, "Hello, ghoul gang." Hello, Grant. We're moving along nicely. Oh, where did this go? Hold on 1 second, people. One of these days. Professional show. Not today, unfortunately. As noted. As noted already. Holy cow. Hello, ghoul gang. We're moving nicely along on the project. 15 pages are completed, with more color pages have come back in. Since Bear was looking for these and couldn't find them, so I think maybe Bear didn't get them, or I don't know, but he says he shared these earlier in their black and white form, and I thought you might take a look at the color version out there. So there you go. Some interesting stuff. Those bones have been picked through. Oh my god! Man, this is... for crying out loud. I gotta go back to the Planning and Zoning Board and fill out some more forms. That's what That's what the foreman's saying out there. So there he goes. There he goes. Anyways, so there you are. And also, he has 700 people that signed up for the Joe Frankenstein pre-launch. So if you haven't done so already, hit the link and get her done, people. Get her done. Get her done. Who was that? Was that like what was his name? Like the cable guy, the cable fella out there? Didn't he voice one of the cars there at Cars? When you sign up and purchase the book on launch day, that will be March 1st. You'll receive a signed collectible trading card, only available for those to sign up. You can check out the cover here. Very nice cover. Look out, people. Frankenstein's got a gun. Frankenstein's monster, I forget. People always assume it's Frankenstein. No, Frankenstein was the doctor. It's Frankenstein's monster out there. Frankenstein's monster. Looking very. He's got the vest there. Looking very fashionable there. Yes, what do you call those vests? I forget the name of them. Time to put my nose back into the grindstone, which would hurt. Bears had that once before. Won't do it again. And get more ghost pages done. Thanks for catching up together. And I'll see us back here. Same beer time, same beer channel next week. He says the best. That'd be Graham out there. There we go. So there we go. Anyway, it's kind of interesting that he had Frankenstein fighting Frankenstein's monster, fighting Batman out there. Pretty. it just comes full circle, people. Comes full circle out there. Let's see. Tech be that way, says Amy. Yes, unfortunately. Yes, unfortunately. Beer was going strong. Thank you, Grant, for at least inflating Beer's ego out here. I would like to do that. He has a square on his neck. Apparently so. Apparently so. Great to have Melissa here. Hello, Melissa. Yes, indeed. Larry, the cable guy. There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Larry, the cable guy. How could Beer forget? How could Beer forget that? Yes, indeed. He would always say, get her done. Get her done. All right, where am I? Let's see. Come on, Beer. The thing with the thing. Because I actually got an update here from not just Dragonguard, but the Dragonguard out there. That'd be Kevin Sharp. He's got an art update. He says another art update. All the colors are being worked on. I'll give you a peek at what's being colored. Hope you all have a great holiday today. There's a holiday today? What's the holiday? Half off on a Valentine's Day candy out there. Yes, indeed. That would be the holiday out there. So there you go. Some great stuff. I forget if Kevin is selling any of his artwork out there, but that would be a snag for sure. Yes, indeed. So good stuff there from Kevin. Do you have anything else? Nope, that's it. Just artwork. Just art. That's all you need, people. That's all you need. And an update every once in a while. That's helpful, too. Looks like a cool concept, Batman versus you. No, it was actually a book. It was, I forget which, what was it, 670, hold on, we'll go back here. Yeah, 671, if you were keeping track out there. So there you go. More people are interested in the Batman fighting Universal monsters than any of the campaign updates. You never know. You can never tell. Some of the chat, they go one way, and the other day, and they go the other way. You just never can tell. Grant says, oh, well, not sure if color would be the way to go. Beautiful inking. Actually, by the way, well, we'll get into it here. Let's go ahead and just get right on into it here. Let me leave that up. Let me do the thing with the thing here. Hold on just 1 second, people. That's on. Come on. Don't fall. There we go. Alright. Actually, speaking of which, Beer actually got this. Let me go to it here. Do the thing with the thing. There we go. Beer actually just got in on Monday. Let's see here. Fatal. Or FATL if you prefer out there. And actually it's got a... Let me get to it here, people. Apologize if it's loud here. Get it right in front of the microphone. Let's see, not that one. There we go. This one actually has an artistic edition there. So there, you saw the regular one. So here's the one with the just the artwork in there. So some great stuff from Charlie Snoggins out there. You know, without the dialogue or color or anything like that. So yeah, Bear is totally on board with the you know, black and white artist edition, that sort of deal. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let me put this up here. Anyways, Fatal or FATL if you prefer. Bear actually just did the box open on Monday, and you know, sorry, technical stuff here. If you ever uploaded a video to YouTube, they'll have, you know, they'll do all the checks and all the other fun stuff on there, and you gotta wait for the standard definition to upload. It'll tell you, okay, there you go, there's your standard definition, great job. And then if you've got it in high definition or something like that, it'll go through a little bit more processing, and it'll say, hey, yo, you got your high definition done, congratulations. And then, you know, if you do it in HDR, it says, you know, come back to us in a couple days, and we'll figure out if, you know, you can put your video, send it live to people, because you can never tell. You can never tell. So, anyways, Bear's going to have that up maybe, hopefully by the end of the week. Never can tell out here. Never can tell. All right, let's go ahead and get right on into it here, because, let me hit this. Always got to hit the record button. Otherwise, what's the point? Anyways, we've got a great matchup here for you good people. We've got a Monster Hunt that would be drawn by Matthew Weldon and written by Mike Barron out there. And of course, we've got Inglorious Rex, illustrated and drawn by Sean Davis. And do you pronounce it? Pardon me. Is it Yanzi Lin out there? Doing some great work on that. Gosh, I forget who did the colors on there. We'll look in just a second there. But some great stuff. Also written by Shane and Yanzi out there as well. So one of the things that we like to do kind of a quick review. But you know, what's the fun in that? Let's go ahead and put two together. This was totally random. Bear was actually going to do a head-to-head with Inglorious Rex and Wraith of God out there. Aaron Lopresti's book. Just kept putting it off, and finally Bear like, gosh, I need to read this. So everybody else is watching the Super Bowl. Bear decides to read not just one comic, but two. So we got both of these checked out here. So we'll do kind of a quick review for you people. Pardon me here. Got the burping bear. There we go. Do a quick review and then go ahead, put them head to head and figure out which one people is the champion. Yes, indeed. So let's go ahead, get right on into it. Grant says he likes Bigfoot Bill. Bigfoot Bill out there. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do Inglorious Rex first, but we will get to Monster Hunt in a moment. Let's see. Well, not sure color would be the way to go. Beautiful inking. Oh, on Kevin's stuff here. Let me get this out of the way so Bear can see what he's doing. That would be most helpful out there for Bear. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Bear is out here in the woods, so he had to reset up everything. And oh man, trying to get everything working. It's a challenge, people. It's a challenge. All right, Inglorious Rex. Let's go ahead and start out with that one first. Inglorious Rex, the best way to describe it, monster boxing. So basically kind of think of, what was the one the other couple years back? Pacific Rim? I think they had the one where it was like robots fighting monsters or something like that. I basically think of Pacific Rim meets Rocky. So you have kind of a Rocky story. A young guy here, Alex, he's lost his brother in the ring. He died fighting. He's got a kind of chip on his shoulder there. So he's doing normal human boxing and is recruited by a fight promoter out there. For one last chance, the city, you know, they didn't get their the fight that they wanted there because the brother died. I think his name was Luke or something like that. The brother died, so Alex here says, you know what, I'm gonna pick up the mantle and I'm gonna fight the big bad guy there. So, he goes through some training and all that sort of stuff to finally, well, let me show some of the good artwork for you good people here. If we can get to it. There we go. There we are. A little bit closer there. One of the big differences between the books is actually this one comes signed. Monster Hunt. We checked on it. Bear went back and checked, and it didn't come signed. At least the ones that Bear got. So, anyways, they got the. Oh, there's the big bad guy there. They become connected with a giant monster. Let me see if I can find one of the monsters in here. There he is. There he is, right there. So they kind of become kind of connected, like, if you've seen the Pacific Rim movie, something akin to that. So the human is sort of attached to the monster there and is fighting. There he is, right there. There we go. Pretty cool. I thought this one was pretty funny. He was trying to get, what was it? Only one cow for a whole day for a spearing Rex out there. I thought that was, there he is. There's the cow being eaten. There we go, pretty cool. Anyways, kind of some humorous stuff there, but basically Rocky kind of told as a monster, kind of a monster book there, so they go and fight. Let's see, there we go, there they are fighting. There they are, there's the Rex. Anyways, he's fighting the big enemy there. Oh, well, spoiler alert, people. Sorry about that. Fighting the other big bad guy there. They go into the ring. After some training, some montage, all that fun stuff. Both of them get knocked out and they decide to challenge each other to a fisticuffs. Forget the monsters. Let's just go fist to fist there. So, sorry if I'm spoiling that for some people out there. But there you go. There's kind of the gist behind the story there. Very fun book. A very interesting book there. Kind of a basic story, so again, just if you think of Rocky out there, this sort of underdog out there, apparently you've got to be, apparently they're linked by cloning. Bear didn't catch the entire thing, but I don't know if they come from the person or if they're just linked genetically or something like that. So even though he's fighting in his brother's Rex, Rex is what they call the sort of monsters here. Even though he's fighting in the monster Rex there, it had to be connected genetically. So even though he's his brother, it's not he has some trouble kind of getting into the rhythm and all that sort of stuff. He has to learn how to breathe and refight. He has to learn how to fight yet again. Even though he's a professional boxer out there, so it comes up to the thrilling conclusion there. They fight it out and everything. And then there's kind of a little bit of an extra there at the very end. Bear's not gonna spoil it by any means, but there you go. I would say kind of a simple story. One of the things that Bear tries to talk about is, simple stories, but with complex characters out there. I wouldn't say the characters are super complex or anything like that. Alex there, maybe Bear kind of read it the wrong way or something like that. He kind of comes across as a little bit of a dummy. He just has kind of the one focus of winning the match and avenging his brother's death. If Bear had a nickel every time they said, he's his brother and he's got to avenge him and all that, a Bear would have a handful of nickels out here. So, they kind of repeated some of that stuff a little bit. It's kind of a very simple story, but told really well. Some good artwork out there. Really good stuff. A couple of things, Bear wished that some of the stuff, like there was I'd have to go find it here, but there was a page where he's riding a motorcycle in there. It looked really cool. I wish that was a double page spread. They ended up adding some stuff at the very bottom there. It kind of took away from some of that. But no, some really great artwork from Shane and, of course, Yanzi out there. It's good work. A very good book. If you were out there getting your normal Marvel or DC books, 10, 15, 20 years ago or something like that, it would fit right in. Kind of a good starting story. Like he said, a very simple story for the most part until like the last page or two, and then they try to make it, the world is bigger than you think and that sort of deal. I think they kind of sold it a little short. You're reading through the book and you're like, okay, why are monsters fighting? Where did they get the monsters from? Why are they this and that? Didn't really answer any of that. They just kind of went straight into the fighting and that sort of deal. I think that they should have maybe done a little bit more talking a little bit about that. A lot of stuff kind of got repeated over and over again where they could take that out. They also had the girlfriend here. She had kind of a subplot that, I mean, it worked its way into the story, but it wasn't really needed. If they would have taken some of that out, added a little bit more kind of what was going on in the kind of bigger world context, I think it would have been a little bit better. But again, a story that you could follow along with. Bears had some problems in the past where you'd start a book and it's like, okay, I forgot the character's name. I gotta go back. Spear was trying to remember his name, so they didn't forget this time. Old Alex over there, but anyways, a very interesting, simple story. I wouldn't say super complex, but hey, you know what? If you're just wanting to give it to a friend or something like that, you don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops and figure a bunch of stuff out to get into the book out there. Kaiju. Grant corrects Bear out here. Interesting characters we can empathize with. Yes, indeed. I would, with the whole save the cat thing. Yeah, I mean, we're on board with the character there. First couple pages or something like that makes him out to be sympathetic. They got some of the back dealing behind the scenes there with the main bad guy where they're trying to rig the fight out there. So yeah, anyways, a very good book. The total, I'm not saying bad or anything like that, but the total opposite story-wise here with Monster Hunt. Monster Hunt, man, oh man, Bear really wanted to enjoy this book. Starting out the first couple pages, great Matthew Weldon art, very interesting beginning to all this stuff, but yeah, you start getting into the book and it gets really... You have to have read Nexus and also both of the Bigfoot Bill series. Lone Star not so much because they kind of talk about him a little bit there, but yeah, there was some stuff. Bear hasn't read Nexus. He hasn't read the second Bigfoot Bill, so there was a lot of gaps in there to begin with. Number one. Number two, it was... I know this is a disparaging term out there, but it kind of like the Marvel movie. So you have a... well, let me get into the story here. Nexus finds a planet. Well, he starts off while he says he's dreaming. He dreams about a planet that he found that's basically hell. He goes to hell and ends up in a sort of portal, I suppose. Comes to present day... possibly our Earth. It's kind of a little confusing there, but possibly our Earth, probably the Bigfoot Bill Earth, if Bear would have to guess here. So they got all the cryptoids out there kind of running around and stuff like that. Nexus comes to Earth. All of a sudden, oh my gosh, we've got a giant... I don't know, a giant planet-eating monster out there that's going to eat Earth. He needs to get the help of Bigfoot Bill and the Kraken, more the Kraken than anything, to help. So different Eldritch gods out there they're going to be fighting. So he has to create a portal, yada yada yada. So they get sort of the gang together. He finds Lone Star. Lone Star helps him out. Lone Star helps him out finding Bigfoot Bill out there. They kind of get together, discuss the plan. There's one or two other characters in there. I'm not sure if there are two female characters or if it was one female character just repeating. Not sure. Anyways, they get the group together there to fight the monster, and away they go. Man, oh man, you really had to read a number of the other books to figure out what was going on with it. And number two, the whole end of the world thing was kind of treated as the sort of Joss Whedon, James Gunn, Marvel type situation there where, everything's a pun, everything's a joke, every other page it's just, sure we're, trying to save the world, but hey, let's do a couple puns in the meantime. There's a whole section there where there is some, like beach cops that are out there, that are... They're gonna try and arrest Lone Star and Bigfoot Bill. Apparently, I don't know. At some point, they go through the portal and they come, I believe, to like our our Earth, or maybe the Lone Star Earth, or something like that. So, kind of interesting where they're talking about some of the TV stuff. They have kind of a TV episode that's like Jerry Springer. So they break into Jerry Springer to go to some of the stuff that's going on there. There they are. There is the gang together out there. This whole page right here, they're planning like how they're gonna save the world here. A couple pages before that, then all of a sudden Lone Star comes out and is like, "Here, let me help save this guy's skateboard from the bully." Okay, all right, that doesn't have anything to do with what's going on, but hey, at least it gives us the character of Lone Star out there. So, anyways, Bear was trying to say the complete opposite of Inglorious Rex here as far as storyline. There's the one lady. I'm not sure who she was. I'm assuming maybe a Nexus character out there. I could be wrong out. But there we are. There's Lone Star. Matthew Weldon does some great artwork here. Lone Star looks a little bit different. He looks like he's gained like 15 pounds or something. I'm not sure. Doesn't sound like him at all. Doesn't sound like him at all. There is Bigfoot Bill. A number of the characters just sound a little bit off. Matthew Weldon does a great job here. Does a great job with all the artwork here. But very, very interesting. I would love to tell you who did the coloring. This is all we've got for the page. So thanks to Doug Tenaple and Mike Barron. But no thanks to Matthew Weldon. No thanks to the colorist. No thanks anywhere else. They also have at the very end here, like an advertisement. You get part of the covers. But it didn't show Mike's. Did show Mike's cover here. So Bear had an issue with that in the box open there. They had. Let me see if I can get to it. Bear's claws here. Sorry, people. Come on, man. There we go. Advertisement, a 2-page advertisement for Mike Barron's book. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But hey, if you're gonna put a thank you to Doug Tenaple and Mike Barron out there, why not list some of the art of their artists, maybe the cover art and stuff like that. There you go. So kind of the opposite problem. A very complicated story, and you would really have to get in and know a lot of the characters here and the background and all that stuff to kind of pick up with what Monster Hunt's doing. Bear left it more confusing than when he started. It was, I probably need to read it 2 or 3 more times just to be able to tell you exactly what's going on with the story, but there you go. The day is saved at the end of the day, and all's well out there, but I don't know. Monster Hunt 1 was really good. I believe Mike Miller out there wrote. I know he did the artwork for it. I believe he wrote it. This one, Mike Barron, it just something felt a little bit off with some of the characters out there as far as how they were portrayed. Again, kind of the sort of Marvel sort of humor out there with it, with the end of the world. It just seemed a little bit off for some of the characters out there. They had an issue where the cryptoids, they were trying to find the cryptoids to help them out. They're all in a bar. I guess that's in a second book of Bigfoot Bill out there. They were all in a bar. Nobody wanted to help them, but then the vampires were going to help out from Lone Star, the vampires out there. I don't believe they ever showed up, or if they did, it was just very brief or something like that. So that was kind of a wasted opportunity there. So, yeah, Bearhead wanted to really enjoy it. Always loved Matthew Weldon's art. Nothing that Matthew Weldon did out there was any of the cause of it. But if Bear had to say anything, he's gonna have to give the thumbs up to Inglorious Rex out here. Inglorious Rex, once again, a simple story, not super complicated characters out there, but easy enough where if you give somebody you know or you love, or maybe just, like Bear does, go to the library or something like that, you can pick this up right away. Very easy, very simple book to pick up. Monster Hunt, you would have to figure out, okay, all these 3 different characters. You don't necessarily have to read Monster Hunt 1 to know what's going on. But it's a nice comparison. I'd love to do a comparison between Monster Hunt 1 and 2. Man, I would have to say a hair for Mike Miller in the first one there. He knows his characters and is doing some really great art. Matthew Weldon always doing some great art. Just I felt like it was just a hair off, just a little bit, like you said. Lone Star felt like he put on the pounds or something like that. He ate too much Valentine's candy out there. But anyways, the other thing, not a whole lot of swag with Monster Hunt. Plenty. I got more of it. Hold on, where is it? I mean, plenty of swag out here. You got your let's see, stickers. You've got your cards. You've got your magnets. Bear's actually got a magnet. What was the saying? He says, he's not a potato, he's a real boy. I've got that up on the refrigerator out there. Why Bear has a refrigerator? That's for another time out there. The other thing, probably the last thing here real quickly, show the interior pages and stuff like that. This one is, let's see, can we see that? There we go. Stapled. So it just kind of folds open. Like there's the center page there. It just kind of folds open. This one actually has the, what do you call that? The perfect bound. The square bound. There we go. On the back there. Just a more put together book. It was nice to kind of have not only all of the, there we go, here's another magnet here of the Nine Lives comics. He did really good with the swag. Got the card over there of Sumo Shane. Very cool. Yeah, and also had the signature there as well. So just a number of things like that pushed Inglorious Rex over the top there. Now that Bear's read it, since he was going to put it up against Wraith of God out there, I would probably say Wraith of God. So probably Wraith of God is 2022 book of the year out there. Wanted to check out Inglorious Rex before he made that assessment out there. But there you go. There is Inglorious Rex, a good book. Not necessarily gonna beat Wraith of God out there, but you know what? It's gonna beat 90% of DC. Hell, let's just go 100%. 100% it's gonna beat Monster Hunt 2, of course. But yeah, Inglorious Rex, you can give it to family, friends, or something like that that are going to have an issue with it. Monster Hunt, you're going to really need to kind of explain some of the stuff that goes on with it. In addition to just the different stuff with the books, fulfillment, all that sort of deal. So there we go. There we are, giving the thumbs up. The thumbs up there to Inglorious Rex. There we go. There we go. Good job, Shane. Looking forward to book number. I will say one thing. They did not explain the world very much until the very end. It's kind of one of these sly things where a writer will withhold information from you, maybe until the very end or something like that. So, kind of the sly thing of, oh, and now here's the bigger world. I kind of wish some of that. Bear was already thinking of that, like where are they getting the monsters? Why? I thought it was funny with the one cow. I thought that was pretty funny. Like how the monsters eat and that sort of deal, how they train that deal. You only get the very end of the book. It's like, oh, that's why they have monsters. That's what's going on. And probably some of the other reviews have already spoiled it by now. Gosh, when did Bear get this? Like November or something like that. So. It's been a minute. It's been a minute out there, but that's kind of the only thing. I kind of wish that it was a little bit more explained, but not bad, not bad. I mean, Bear's complaining about just minor nitpick writing stuff. Bear, can't draw a stick figure out there, so doing great artwork. Just a couple issues with the story there, but nothing terrible that couldn't be fixed, especially in this second book out there. All right. Oh my goodness, we've got a bunch of chats here. Let me get right to it here for you good people. Let's see. Interesting characters we can emphasize with. Oh, there you get that. Oh, let me put that up here. Let me go along with it here. Where are we? There we go. Let's see. Rig the Fight is he a professional monster boxer. Yeah, it's kind of like a Don King, kind of a Don King type character out there. Yeah, so he comes all sympathetic to Alex here. Oh, we need you. We want you to come back. La 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 la. And then a couple pages later, we realize he's trying to throw the fight and get a whole bunch of bets in and all this sort of stuff. So a very interesting, very underdog story there, where the inciting incident, oh, come on back to do the fighting, turns out to be kind of a betrayal. You don't know, the character doesn't know it at the time. So kind of some interesting kind of stuff like that, but just very, very basic, very done well, but very, very kind of basic stuff. Very basic. Let me grab a drink here for you people in your chats. Yes, indeed. Let's see. You step out to make some pancakes and miss a lot. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope those pancakes are delicious, Amy. Hope they are. You can always go back. Bear always puts up I tell you what, people. The archive for Bear is doing so much better than Bear's main channel. I can't believe it. It's humorous. It's more humorous than anything else for Bear. Let me find it here 1 second. Do the thing with the thing. Here we go. So you can always check it out on Bear's channel if you miss some stuff. Might take a day or two to get there, but there you go. You can always check that out. Long story short, Inglorious Rex, good, simple story. Monster Hunt, very complex story. Great artwork. Just way too complicated for the story out here. Let's see. It's been attempted before. Attempted. That's interesting. I get to see VM here. Mike said that it was an unknown error, that the credit page didn't print because it was in the proof print. Oh, see. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, that's interesting. Well, again, that's kind of another... well, if it was in the proof print, yeah, okay. Again, still, just crack open the book and see what's in there. Oh my god, it's not in there. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, that's news to Bear. That is news to Bear out here. Great to see P Money. Great to see VM as well. Bear does have a magnet. See how well it sticks to you. Sticks to your hard drive. Nothing could go wrong with that. It is a solid state drive, sir. Actually, we're rocking. Should I show the setup here? Should Bear show the... It looks great on screen here. I don't want to destroy the illusion here. But yeah, working on the new computer here. First time running it on battery. I was assuming that it was going to do really well. I don't know. There's something. Can you believe there's a firmware update for Bear's charging cable for the Mac here? I don't know. It would only charge it up to 80%. So Bear was using it today, and now it's like, I don't know, 40% or something like that. So great battery, doing a lot better than the other computer here, but didn't fully charge up. So that's kind of a bummer there. But anyways, solid straight drive. Let's see. Exposition is tough. Yeah, they did a really good job. I want to say they did a really good job with like the word balloons and how they did the layouts for Inglorious Rex there. The layout for Monster Hunt was just great. Matthew Weldon just does very kind of narrow. Let me see if I can show an example here. Bear always enjoys some of the narrow panels that they'll do sometimes. So Weldon, here we go. Here's kind of an example here. They've got some of the more narrow panels. I have no idea who this character is. None whatsoever. Who does he say? Let's see. Hold on 1 second here. Gynosis. I don't know. I can't tell if that was the chick that was in there or if it's a dude. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Oh, there is a Lone Star in the Cryptoid bar. There you go. Very interesting. I love the colors. They did. Why Mike is having such a hard time with colors? This is great. That's great. But yeah, Inglorious Rex layout was incredible with a lot of the dialogue. There was let me see if I can show you the one. There was one that Bear didn't like here, mainly because of the exposition. The exposition didn't need to be in there because they had already explained it. That's why Bear was saying, they talk and talk and talk and talk, and you didn't need to do a lot of that stuff. You could have just done. Let's see, can I get to it? Let me find it here. 1 second, people. I know it was pretty early. It was the page that Bear said that it should be a double page. But they just put too much. One of the reasons he said put it as a double page is because they just had a whole lot of exposition there. Gosh darn claws. Not what they used to be. Nope, not that page, not that page, not that page. Where are we? We're here somewhere. 1 second, people. One of these days. Professional show. Professional show. Let's see. That's it. I'm not finding it here, people. I'm not finding it here. 1 second. Hold on. Because it does make a great point. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find it here. That's not it. That's not it. Where is it? I know it was pretty early. Or was it? Or was it? Well, let me just show this. So, I like how they did kind of like some of the different coloring for some of the dialogue. You can tell how it does have a lot of exposition, and it really doesn't need it because, like you said, they repeat several times here. If he could, get a nickel for every time they talk about him being the brother that died, and he's taken revenge on. There we go. There's the brother. Taking my revenge on. What was his name? Nate. I was close. Bear was close out there. Okay. Gosh, I lost it. And Bear lost his light. There goes the light. Oh my goodness. Losing all sorts of stuff, people. Losing his mind as well. Here we go. Hopefully you people can see it. So they have this nice double page spread. Hold on. 1 second here, people. Bear with Beer. The suspense of Bear making a great point is killing me. It's killing Bear too. Alright, so they've got this lovely, like, almost double page spread, but a lot of the dialogue there. So one thing, just go ahead and make it a double page spread, cut all this stuff out at the bottom and just kind of stretch it out a little bit more. Where you're not covering up, like it was a cool, like, tire. Like, they got a lot of detail on that tire there. Looked pretty cool. Or the building back there. Or just, slow down on some of they just kind of repeat some of the stuff over and over again. So, I thought this should have been a double page. Just make it a double page. Fill up all your exposition there. And, keep it light on some of the other ones out there. Here we go. Anyway, sorry about the light, people. Sorry about the light. Let's see. Where am I? Talked about all that. Let's see. Whenever Bear steps out for a drink, anyone else wonder if he sticks his face in the drink? Listen. Yes, Amy has it right. There we go. With the pinky that he's drinking out of. There we go. Some delicious water. It's water, people. It's not vodka. Although if Bear was drinking a huge cup of vodka, that would be pretty interesting. That'd be a fun night. Holy cow. While Bear has a nice furry arms today, sometimes his arms look like black sweaters. How dare you, sir? Lovely, lovely coat here. Lovely coat. Yes, indeed. Not like, he's trying to say that, like, sometimes some stuff might be messed up there. No. See, it's all good. It's all good, baby. It's all good, baby. All good. Yes, indeed. Man, nice colors. I'm assuming for Inglorious. Inglorious Rex out there. Yeah, some good stuff. He did some good stuff out there. That's neat. All right, I ran out of light here, so let me get back here. 1 second, people. Do the thing with the thing. There we go. There we are. Yes, indeed. Stop that. Don't need that anymore. All right, very, how much battery life do I have here? 1 second here, people. 1 second. He's got 33% battery life. Holy cow. This is the lowest I've gotten on this machine here. Well, we've got people. Bear, he tries to get away. He tries ever so hard to get away. And they keep pulling him back in, people. They keep pulling him in, people. From the drive out here, we've got a good story about thieves stealing the Oscar Myers Wienermobiles, not their catalytic converter out there. If thieves are willing to cut the cats out of the Wienermobile, try saying that 3 times fast. No car is safe out there. No car is safe. See, they've got the yellow, so I would assume that Oscar Myers is with Bear here. And just with Mustard out here. Yes, indeed. I'm not sure I want to live in a world where even the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile isn't safe anymore, says Nico Demeta out here at the drive. On Thursday, February 9th, thieves snuck into the Sunset Suites parking lot on Paradise Road in Las Vegas and cut the Wienermobile's catalytic converter. I get that cats are valuable, but the Wienermobile is nothing sacred out there, people. According to the local CBS affiliate 8 News Now, the Wienermobile was set to make a 10 a.m. appearance when its drivers noticed that it wouldn't start. Well, you don't need a catalytic converter. You just run it rough. So they towed it to the local Penske shop where mechanics were naturally pretty shocked to see the 27-foot, 60 hot dog length Wienermobile sitting in one of its bays. Thinking quickly, the Penske shop administrator, Joseph Rodriguez, and his crew were able to find a temporary catalytic converter, that fit and rigged it to work. A real repair will have to wait, though, as it can take 2 months to get the exact catalytic converter needed for the Wienermobile. And that seems to be the case with any car. According to Rodriguez, the catalytic converter theft has been a big problem in Nevada for years, and there's not many signs of it slowing down. Well, it's a very easy fix. You just attach the battery to the exhaust, and then when you get somebody coming along with their little sawzall, you get a little bit of bzzz. A problem solved out there. Yes, indeed. And if you're needing to dispose of a body, well, you can serve them as Oscar Mayer hot dogs out there. I don't know if many people would notice the difference. I don't know. Yes, indeed. So there we go. Every time Beer tries to get away from hot dogs, and just another news story shows up out here. Let's see, Amy says, maybe sometime Bear likes to wear a sweater in the winter. Why would I do that? I've got a fur coat. P-Money says, I wish I stole an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. That kind of crime I'd like to do. Yes, indeed. I always thought that bringing, the Wienermobile to, your high school reunion or something like that would be pretty cool. The Wienermobile has a cat. Well, you learn something new every day. No, a catalytic. I don't know why he calls it a cat. I think he's trying to be cool or something. I'm down with the cool kids. We call the catalytic converters cats. That's right, because we're cool. Yes, indeed. Oh, no, not an actual hot dog cat. No hot dog cats out there. No hot dog cats at all. Not at all. Well, Bear actually had a couple other stories, but, the Batman. Should we really talk about it? It's Batman without Batman, so there you go. There's that. Well, we might get to this another time. They're ruining Indiana Jones. Why? I don't know. They just hate us. They hate us because they ain't us. That's true. Beer has heard that before somewhere. hate us because they ain't us. Yes, indeed. So there we go. There was the fun news story with... Well, I don't know how fun it would be. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is out of commission for a little bit, but there you are. Every time Bear tries to get away from food, keeps getting pulled back in. Probably just needs to go ahead. The other channel's just blowing up as far as the Rambo thing. We'll just make that one a watch-along channel, and we'll just make this one just a food channel. That's how we'll do it. Forget all this comic book stuff. Forget all this comic stuff. It's a lot of work. A lot of work to do comics. Not a whole lot of work to do food out there. All right. Well, Bear is getting low on his battery out here, so he's going to have to wrap things up out here. But, you know what? I want to thank everybody out here. P-Money. Let's see who we got here. We got P-Money. We got Grant. We got VM. The Lesters out there. I have no idea what happened with either... I'm wondering if there was some sort of annihilation where Marco for Anthony got banned by Jiminy Cricket out there, and they just both, they both counteracted each other. So who knows? Hopefully they're watching after the fact out there. But anyways, want to thank everybody. You could pretty much do anything on a Wednesday evening out here, but you're here with Bear, and he thanks you very much out there. But you know what? All this talk about the Wienermobile it's made Bear hungry. So he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr.